So you're saying to yourself, Toronto losing 7-3 in the opener at home against Tampa Bay, is that their worst start to a playoff series ever? Well, of course, no. So today we're going to take a quick look at the series that most Toronto fans want to forget, despite the fact that Pat Quinn hit Bobby Orr with a strong, what do you call, attack of the Garden Legal that everybody freaked out about. Now, in 1969, right before Boston advanced against Toronto to lose to Montreal in the semifinals, the Bruins took on the Maple Leafs by finishing second in the East Division with 100 points. The Maple Leafs had an okay campaign as they earned 85 points to finish fourth in the East Division. Now, this was the 11th playoff series between these two teams, with Toronto winning 8 of their 10 previous. But this case, ladies and gentlemen, with Espo and Orr and all the great offense, it really showed. Probably the two strongest playoff games ever for Boston. Now, their most recent series had come in the 59 semifinals when Toronto won in 7 games. Now, Boston earned 10 of 16 points in the regular season series, but when it opened on April 2nd, ladies and gentlemen, Toronto 0, Boston 10. And everybody was saying, oh, well, it'll come back in game 2. It's going to be a little bit better. Game 2 the next night, 7-0 for Boston. So in less than pretty well 24 hours, Boston's vaunted offense outscored Toronto 17-0. Now, this was the downward spiral that a lot of people were predicting for Toronto. And you got to remember, ladies and gentlemen, they were just 2 years away from being Stanley Cup champions. Now, they came back to Toronto April 5th. Boston nipped out a 4-3 victory. And April 6th, again, Boston wrapped it up with a 3-2 triumph. But those first 2 games, they should have just called off the series. Now, for those who can remember the contests, there's a reason why a lot of people don't want to remember it, but I think they lost 90% of their audience at the first, and the Montreal Canadiens fans started watching in the second or third period to see if Boston was going to score, like I said, 10 goals. Now, in this match, Espo had 4 goals, including 2 assists for 6 points. Kenny Hodge had a goal and 2 assists. Busick had 2 goals and 2 assists for 4 points. Sanderson had 2 assists. Stanfield had a goal and assist. Eddie Wasfall had an assist. And Johnny McKenzie. Bobby Orr, who was again attacked by Pat Quinn, had 1 assist. Now get this, ladies and gentlemen. Toronto outshot. Toronto didn't outshoot Boston in the game. Boston scored 10 goals on 51 shots. Bruce Campbell gave out 7, while Johnny Bauer gave up 3. So, but Pat Quinn again got 9 minutes in penalties for his attack on Orr. So, ladies and gentlemen, bad moments in Toronto history don't last because they happen so frequently. You don't look back at anger because it's going to happen again. Watch if Tampa Bay doesn't score the same amount of goals in game 2 because they're right for the picking. So, ladies and gentlemen, that's our latest Toronto Maple Leaf Vintage podcast. If you like what we're doing here or don't like the truth, give us a like, comment, subscribe, or share. Bye.